Hi, this is Matt with AppliancePartsPros.com. Today we'll be showing you how to repair your appliance. Remember, anytime you work on an appliance, make sure it's unplugged or the circuit breakers are off so there's no chance of electrocution. Also make sure you turn off the dishwasher's water supply underneath the sink. In this video we're going to show you how to change out the Frigidaire dishwasher water inlet valve. It's going to be a very easy repair and should only take a few minutes to show you how to do it. If you already have one of these, great. If not, you can click on the link below or get it at AppliancePartsPros.com. When you open up the package, you're going to get the new water inlet valve. The water inlet valve is what lets the water into the dishwasher. The main reason to be changing it out is if the solenoid has failed and you're not getting any water, or the body is cracked and you're getting water leaking on the floor. In order to change a part, we have to open up the dishwasher door. Now that we have the door open, you can see that there's screws that hold the door together. We're going to remove the bottom two on each side that hold the outer door panel on. We're going to use a Phillips screwdriver to take them out. Once you have the screws out, we can lift the door up. All you have to do is carefully lift up on the door, and it should drop down a little bit to come out of the control panel. Then you can pull it out a little bit, lift it off, and set it aside. Now that we have the front panel out of the way, we're going to take off the access panels. We're going to use a 1/4-inch nut driver to take out the screws. Once you have the screws out, you can pull the panels off and set them aside. Now that we have the access panels out of the way, we have access to the water inlet valve. It's located on the bottom on the left-hand side. We're going to throw a towel down to catch any water that may come out while we're taking it out. Then we're going to use the large adjustable pliers to take off the hose fitting. All I have to do is reach in and loosen it up. Once you have it free, you can just unscrew it by hand. Then we're going to use the 1/4-inch nut driver to take off the screws that mount it to the bracket. Once you have it free, we can reach in and disconnect the wiring harness from the solenoid. Just a plug right there that we have to reach in and disconnect. Then we can reach in with the pliers and move the clamp up on the fill hose that holds the hose onto the water valve. Once you have it compressed, you can just slide it up a little bit. And then we can reach in and pull the hose off the valve. Once you have the water valve off the hose, you can pull it off the machine. Here's the old water inlet valve next to the new one. If you already have one of these, great. If not, you can get it at AppliancePartsPros.com. When you put the new water valve in, you want to make sure you push the valve up in the same way it's going to be mounted, so we can attach the fill hose to the fitting and move the clamp down. So I'm just going to feed it up in there and get the hose and push it on. Once you have it in place, we can reach up and move the clamp down so you get a good connection and it doesn't leak. Once you have the water hose on, we can connect the wiring harness. Just want to grab the plug and put it on the same way it was before. The red was on the right and the white was on the left. Once you have it on and secure, we can lift the water inlet valve up and use the 1/4-inch nut driver to put the screws in to hold it onto the frame. Once you have it mounted, we can reconnect the water line. Just gonna start it by hand. You want to be careful, it's plastic thread. You don't want to strip it, cross thread it. Once you get it snug, we can reach in with the large adjustable pliers, tighten it down so it doesn't leak. Now that we have the new water inlet valve installed, we can put the access panels back on. To put the access panels back in, all you have to do is feed them up into place and line up the screw holes. Once you have it in place, we can use the 1/4-inch nut driver to put in the screws. Now we can put the front panel back on the door. To put the front panel back on, we're going to set this cutout on the door onto the little shelf on the hinge. And then there's a couple cutouts here in the door that you have to line up with these tabs right here. And then you can see the bottom is has that cutout, because when you put it on, you have to lift it up and lock it into place. So we're just going to set the door onto the little hinge shelf, and then open up the door a little bit. And then you want to make sure that the cutouts go on the side, and then lift up on the door so it locks into the control panel. Once you have it in place, we're going to carefully hold on to the outer panel while you open the door so it doesn't drop down and the screw holes are still lined up. Then we can use the Phillips screwdriver to put the screws in. Once you have all the screws tightened down, we can close the dishwasher door. Then we can plug it back in, turn the water back on, and take it for a spin. Thanks for joining us for another successful repair brought to you by AppliancePartsPros.com. Check out our other repair videos on our site, Facebook, and YouTube.